Welcome back to the next video. We're going to talk in this video about should you or shouldn't you be affectionate. I'm talking about physical affection with your wife if you're in the get her back scenario. It's a very common question that we get from guys that are in this stage. And when we think about it, it makes so much sense because, like we've said in other videos, naturally and understandably, you're really scared, right? And so you're terrified, you feel your wife pulling away, and you want to do everything you can to securitize the relationship and to give you a sense of confidence that things are going to be okay. And the best way, or one of the best ways that we know how to do that, is by leaning in for that physicality. And we might not even be talking about sex. We might be talking about something just as simple as, holding her hand or giving her a hug or trying to kiss her. You want to reassure her that you are in the game, and you're going to do that from a physical standpoint. Joe and I are going to talk to you about why probably right now that is not good to do that if you're in the get her back scenario.
Well, I think so much of what we want to do for security, especially as a man, is that we want a physical cue to say we're good, we're okay. And so we rush into that, not knowing for a woman, they're just not ready for it. So to validate the fact is that's normal even for me. My wife and I are kind of going through a little bit of like an argument or something like that. I was like, babe, just hug me. Or I just want to hold your hand. And I rush for that because that gives me a sense of peace and it grounds me, so then I can feel, okay, now I can actually attack this. So this is going against a lot about how we're just made up as men. And so we recognize that, we see that, and we feel on it. But here's the thing, we go back to empathy. And one of the best ways to get empathy is the aspect of mirroring the person, which means if my wife is giving me good eye contact and her shoulders are showing me that they're up, then I'm doing the same thing. If she is crying and weeping, her shoulders are down, I'm down there weeping with her shoulders down. And so mirroring that body language, mirroring that physical connection, that physical affection, that is called attunement. Meaning I'm attuned to her emotions, I'm attuned to her heart, I'm attuned to what she is telling me. And so by doing that, really what we're talking about is this is an area that I really do feel we need to play it safe or safer than other areas. And so we don't want to rush a physical affection right away, because if it's done too early, it's going to push her away even further. But we know there is physical affection, but then there's emotional affection. When it comes to the emotional affection, emotionally affectionate on your wife, meaning that expressing, affirming, celebrating her, that is good. And even though she might not want to hear it, doesn't like it, I go back to consistency makes something that's new into the new normal. And so if we're consistent with it, then it's going to be the new norm and she's going to embrace it. But that is not true when it comes to physical affection, because physical affection can come off very much being selfish and being needy as a man, and that's just not attractive.